Welcome to the first present show of 2017. This is a time, beginning of the year, when we often set goals and intentions for the year. But, sometimes it can just feel like you're being held back, like you just can't move towards them. Well, today, what we're going to do is show you how to let go of those things that hold you back to start to build some momentum going forward. I'm Ravi Tangri, and this is my co-host, Holly Duckworth. Welcome to 2017.
Happy 2017, Ravi. It's so great to see you. I'm so excited about this show because so often at this time of year, we start thinking about that thing we're going to add, the thing we're going to add to our life. And yet we need to almost create the space for it. And releasing the past has been a big part of my holiday season this year. And what I know is that 2017 in numerology, if you add the 2, the 1, and the 7, that's a 10, which makes it a 1 year when you reduce it to 1. And this is a year for manifesting, a year for starting the new. And you and I had a great planning session in December about releasing kind of what we thought the show was going to be and stepping up, creating new intentions for how the show is going to be delivered and the messages we're going to create and the good that we want to share from our lives with the world. So I am really pumped about the work we've already done to release and how we're going to share that with our friends in the community.
Absolutely. So the thing is, sometimes what happens is people talk about the resistance. People talk about the comfort zone, right? But usually the stuff that we don't want isn't that comfortable. It's just what we know. It's familiar. And so I call it the familiar zone. And what's amazing, I've been blown away that I've worked with clients and coaching clients and even corporate clients that fight almost irrationally to hold on to something that's incredibly uncomfortable because it's all that they know. Right. And that's the challenge, is how to let go of all that stuff that's familiar.
Yes. And I think that it actually starts from the getting clear. How do I feel in my life and how do I want to feel? Mm-hmm. I had several experiences over the holidays. Okay, I'm feeling a little uneasy or frustrated or sad or, upset. And I had to really stop and get clear about that, so I could release that and step up and say, what is it that I want to feel, or what is it that I want to create in my life? So, for example, maybe somebody is having an experience of relationship and they're not happy with the relationship, be it a friend or be it a family member, but we're so entrenched and it's always been this way. I can't let go of this person because they've just been in my life for so long. And then what I realized is that being in relationship with that person is causing angst, concern, upset. We no longer speak the same language. We don't want the same things. So I had to kind of create this, but what is it I want to feel? Yeah. And kind of create this releasing place. I actually went through my Facebook. I have a friend who's done this every year for many years, and he goes through his Facebook and he unfriends a bunch of people at the end of the year. These are the people that are not going with me going forward. And I did that same thing, and it was a little scary, but releasing those people, places, things, or groups that are no longer serving me to make room on a deeper level for those things that do.
And I think that's a great tip. And I think the key there is it's not coming from a place of judgment. You need to do it from a place of respect, that you respect that they're choosing their path, which just happens to not be aligned with yours. And if people are sucking your energy, I totally respect their right to do that. But I also have the right not to invest my time with them, because I choose to focus my energy where it's going. So it's got to come, I think, from a place not of judgment, but of respect. Cool. You want to go that way? Rock and roll. I'm not following you. I'm going this way, right? And so it's understanding everyone has to choose their own path, and as we go forward.
Well, and for me, it came from a place of also starting to recognize that where are we hoarders in our lives? We're hoarders of ideas, or we're hoarders of people or beliefs, that they've just become so much of a part of us, we don't even realize that they're even there. And so take this week, this first week of the year, and start to think about what are those things that you take maybe for granted that are always there, that are actually weights, that are heavy. You don't have to do them anymore.
Right. And here's another tip that we've got. It's a process I use fairly regularly, and the new year is a great time for it. It comes from the indigenous peoples. It's a ceremony called the burning bowl. And basically what you do is take some time, you invest some time to write down all of the things that you are ready to release from your life. It may be situations that happened in the past. It may be people. It may be relationships. It may be whatever it is. You write it all down. If there's someone in particular that you had a toxic relationship with, whether it's work or personal, write a letter to them. You don't send it, but you write the letter. Get all those feelings out, because if you don't get it out, it's running around in you, creating all sort of toxicity chemically in your body. And then you take all of that paper, once it's all there, all the stuff you're letting go and releasing from your life. Keep the learnings, keep the knowledge, keep the understanding and growth. But take all those situations and those people, when you take the paper and you rip it up, you're not ripping the people up, you're ripping up their representation in your life. Put it into a ceramic bowl or a metal bowl, and somewhere where it's safe, go outside on the deck or whatever with a heat-resistant thing under the bowl. That's what I did, to just put one of those heat plates under the bowl, and you burn it. And then if you really want to, and if you're living somewhere where the ground isn't frozen, you can go out and you can go dig a hole, bury the ashes. It's so cathartic. But at the very least, make sure the ashes go, once they're cool, go immediately in the garbage. It's a way of just releasing it. And as it's burning, you just feel all that energy just going away from you. So that's, for me, a very, very powerful tool. Before you envision the new, you let go of that past.
Absolutely true. So this is our power show, first show of the new year. We're looking at this as kind of a 7-minute brief nugget, a little tidbit for you to utilize in your life. And we're going to be offering some more deeper dive shows. So we don't want to overwhelm you in the 7-minute show. We've given you a couple tips there in terms of looking at your relationships and letting people go, or doing this great burning bowl ceremony that Ravi talked about. And we're going to invite you to deepen your connection to us this year with our Inner Circle Club. And we're going to give you the 20-minute show as a part of that membership.
And a whole lot more information that's going to be coming throughout the year. So we will see you on Thursday if you'd like to join our Insiders Club. Have an amazing first week of 2017.